Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is Monday morning and I have a couple of errands to run this morning. So right now I'm going to I guess a mechanic to get an emissions check. I don't know if you have to do it in your state, but in the state of Wisconsin, every 2 years you have to get an emissions check before you can register your vehicle. Normally, this truck, because it is the truck it is, as soon as they put it on the emissions reader, this truck does not require an emissions check at all, but for some reason the DMV system doesn't recognize that, and I have to take it to hook it up anyway, just to tell me it doesn't need an emissions check. So that information gets sent to the DMV, and then I can go online and register the truck. So, oh, I love that van. I don't know if y'all can see that van across the street, but I would love to have a van. Trade the truck for a van. Just more room. Oh, yeah, love it. Nice looking van. So anyway, yeah, it's time. It's that time of the year where I gotta do truck registration, and it's $126 here where we live. And good thing is the mechanic is just down the street from where we live. So I guess I should have came in the other way. I'm just going to back in. Alright, I'm going to turn you guys off right now, and I'll be back. Alright, so I just got to park the truck right next to the shop, and they'll come out and get it done. Good, how are you? Oh, pretty good. Pretty nice out.
Yeah, this is nice. Yeah. If the sun decides to clear through the clouds, it's going to get hot, I think.
Yep.
Alright, can I have your keys? Never mind, they're in here. Man, dash cams just keep getting more and more common.
Oh, yeah, that's just an action camera.
Yeah?
Generic version of a GoPro.
Oh, okay.
But it works good.
Nice. Alright, well, I'll run the test in just a minute.
Okay. It usually says this truck doesn't need an emission.
Right, yep, it's a waiver. I just got to put the information in, and that's about all it takes.
Alright everyone, so I am done. They did the emissions check super fast. I came to Next Gen Automotive. If you're ever in the area of Sheboygan, Wisconsin, they're super nice, and they got stuff done really fast. So definite recommendation, and besides they're down the road from where we live. So I'll be calling them at some point to get the truck in for inspections, not inspections, but overall look over for truck maintenance, brakes, tune-up, and all that. So I'll be calling them to get the truck in for future servicing. So yeah, and that way if they have to keep the truck, I'm just right down the road, so I can just walk home. So that would work out great, and that way I wouldn't have to take an Uber or anything. I'm just going to park here just for a minute. Every time I'm running errands, I usually text Glenn when I leave one place and go to the next, just so he knows, you know, if anything happens, he knows where I was last. You can never be too careful. So just going to text him that. Oh, it is 68 degrees right now, a little close, just a little humidity in the air. It has been raining. Yesterday was 40 something with winds. Today is 68 with no winds, and then we pick up on winds again tomorrow. So we're slowly getting to spring. So I'm just gonna text Glenn here, and then we'll be on our way. Alright, I just threw a text to him, and I'm going to go to the Mexican store and see if they got the tortillas I want, because we're having tacos tonight, and I would love to make them how my mom used to make them again, but I really do need those form of tortillas. They're so perfect for making tortilla chips and taco shells without being so hard that they break your teeth. So I'm just, normally they get their shipment in. They actually order from Milwaukee, I believe, and we're about an hour to 2 hours north of that. So I'm just going to go see if they have some, and I pray that they do. Otherwise, we're just going to do tacos in the generic shells. And then, so yeah. All right, so while we're driving, if you haven't noticed, I did not put out a food pantry video Thursday or Friday. Thursday was food pantry day, so I'll talk a little bit about that. All right, so now we're gonna take off. All right, so gas here, the lowest unleaded is $3.29. How is it where you're at? Drop it down in the comments. How much is gas in your area? All right, so I didn't have a food pantry haul this week or this past week, and that's because, as you know, I haven't been going to the morning pantry for a couple weeks now, and this past Thursday I did not go to the afternoon pantry. We still had quite a bit of stuff from what we received the previous week, and we were good on milk, we were good on toilet paper, produce was good because I had just bought that 10-pound bag of potatoes, and so we had enough produce, and meats were good, so we just didn't see the sense in going just again to go. So I was going to turn right here, but they are doing so much construction down the road there, so I'm not even tempted. Traffic is always backed up when they got construction going, so I'm going to go straight. So yeah, we just didn't feel like we needed to go. We're okay with not going, and we got enough food to keep us going, and so yeah, it's just another matter. If you don't have to go, then leave it for someone else. So we didn't have to go, so we didn't go, and that might be the case, you know, in some weeks. You know, some weeks we might go, but as you know, in the afternoon food pantry that we are still going to, normally we just get the dairy and produce and toilet paper and milk, things like that. We don't usually take any more canned goods anymore because we've got enough to keep us going. And so that's why I didn't have a food pantry haul for you. And I know this channel was originally started with going to food pantry hauls, and that's how a lot of the my viewer base came to be. But I hope if it comes to the point where we're not going to the pantries a lot, that I would hope that I don't lose a large amount of subscribers, because I know some of you are here for the food pantry hauls, but the channel is about, yeah, we're living on a budget, we're utilizing our food pantries, but it's also about the journey to, you know, not have to do that anymore and kind of be self-sufficient, I guess. We're not all the way there, but it's our journey on that track. So I hope I don't lose a lot of the viewers and or subscribers, because a lot of the people that view are not subscribers. So that's why I say viewers and or subscribers. But if you're viewing my videos, please hit that subscribe button. It helps my channel greatly, and it doesn't cost you anything. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, you know, comments help me out. Everything helps the channel out and helps us be able to, you know, get closer to that journey of being self-sufficient without having to utilize food pantries and things like that. So yeah, I hope you stay with the channel just to see where our journey takes us and how we live our lives one day at a time. And it's on a budget, so it's on a very tight budget. So it's been a while since we took a ride together, since I don't go to the morning pantries on Thursday. But I do have a few errands to run, so I figure I bring you along for a ride. Hope you all had a good weekend. Ours was quiet, it normally is. But we've had some really windy days. The temperatures have been up and down, nice and then cold and windy and then calm and back to windy, and it's definitely not how it used to be when I first got to Wisconsin. I remember the first few years that I got to Wisconsin, Glenn was actually working at that time. He could still walk and work. And while he was at work, we had a husky at that time, Yukon, and I would take Yukon for a little walk around the block or a couple blocks around the neighborhood. I would take him for a walk, and then I'd also go for a walk myself and go down to the lakefront. I'd walk a few miles to the lakefront, but I was used to walking at that time, because when I lived in California, I walked every day a few miles a day. And so I was used to the long walks. So I would walk down to the lakefront. That would be Lake Michigan. And spring used to be beautiful. When it was April back then, it was spring. It was nice out. We didn't have a lot of high winds. But now it's over the years, it's windy in spring. So our spring in Wisconsin is more like kind of like an end of mild winter. So oh yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a garden this year. Yeah, I just don't know. I have a lot of yard work to do, and I just don't know if I want to take on anything else, really. So I don't know if you remember. Well, I think you do. It was just about a week ago when I used those pinto beans from the food pantry and how hard they were. So just a little update on that. I ended up throwing them away. I didn't even refry the next day because a lot of them were just black and hard and just, so I just didn't see the sense in going on with that. So I ended up just throwing them away. This town has definitely grown since I've gotten here. When I first got here, it had more, even though the population here in our town is like 50,000, it had more of a small town feeling when I first got here. Now the city is like trying to keep up with the Joneses, if you will, trying to build, they have done, build all these high-priced apartments down by the lake and downtown, and they're just outrageously costly to rent them. A new one just went up. From what I'm hearing, it's at least $1,200 a month to live in them. It's like, no wonder people end up moving into their vehicles to live. You can't even afford this housing anymore. And for what reason do we do that? I mean, yeah, I know you're trying to make money, but my God, the people can't even afford to live in a small apartment anymore. It's ridiculous. That just, I see so much on the news. Like, I usually watch news on YouTube. You can get a lot of news stuff on there. And the homeless encampments around cities and stuff is just crazy. And they're trying to criminalize the local, like, city authorities, like the mayors and stuff, are trying to criminalize homelessness. And that's so sad. But luckily there are Supreme Court hearings that don't allow them to criminalize homelessness. But even in areas like Montana, where you wouldn't think you'd see homeless encampments, and I don't know, I've never been there, but I just saw it on the news, and I forgot where it was in Montana. In a nice little area, but there's a homeless encampment, and again, trying to criminalize them. But if people keep putting up this expensive housing, and how are people going to afford to live? That's how they end up living in their vehicles. Oh, I love that Rubicon that just went by, that green one. Oh, that was beautiful. But yeah, that's just yeah. We'll pick up. I'm gonna go in the store now. We'll pick up on there. I'll take you guys along in the store. Hey everyone, so I just got out of the Mexican store. I'm gonna go to Walmart now, so I'm recording on the dash cam or action camera, whatever you want to call it. So I'll record the ride for you, but I'll just put music to this part of it, and then we'll go to Walmart. I was gonna go to the Dollar Tree on the south side, but I think I'll hold off on that. I don't need anything from there today. I was going to pick up more socks and a couple things, but it's no big deal. So we're just going to go to Walmart then, and then just go home from there. And I'll take you inside Walmart with me, and you'll see what I get there. But other than that, enjoy the ride. everyone. So I am done at Walmart, so I'm going to head home now. I don't know if you recall, but about a month ago, I don't know, close to Easter time or before Easter, I bought some socks at Dollar Tree, and I thought they were really good quality, and they were the no-shows, like I like them. And it was a 2-pack for $1.25. So I've since went back for more. They didn't have them, but the south side, we are on the north side. We have 3 Dollar Trees here in town, but the one on the further south side does have them. So here at Walmart, there's a 10-pack of those socks, not the same brand, but the same type, same pretty much material, everything. A 10-pack for like $8 and some change. And so to get a 10-pack at the Dollar Tree, I would have to buy 5 of those, which would be $6 something. So I did the calculation. It was a difference of $2 and some change if I bought them here versus Dollar Tree. So I would have to drive all the way to the south side to get them. So I would spend that $2 in gas going there. So I just bought them here. So just to show you, you have to do the calculations. Is it worth the trip if it's out of your way to what you're going to spend in gas driving over there? So I just bought the 10-pack here. I am so much in need of stuff. I got a 10-pack of socks, so I should be good. And yeah, so I'll show you what we got from Walmart. All right, everyone, so here is part of the small Walmart haul. Just picked up a couple things we need or want. And yeah, not too much. So the first thing is Glenn wanted to have some schmelt or however. But if you could see, these are just little tiny fish. They're already gutted, and these are frozen. So I am actually going to make some of these for him for lunch. I'm just going to fry them up in some flour and seasonings. So yeah, he's been wanting to have some schmelt. So I got that, and then picked up this little pack of small rubber bands for the end of my hair when I braid my hair. Just needed some of those. Picked up a couple limes, and we are having tacos tonight, so I thought to actually squeeze some lime juice in mine. So see what that does to the taste of my tacos. We needed some toilet bowl cleaner. I just got the Great Value brand, no big deal. Green Greek plain yogurt to make Gypsy's homemade FPs. And we were almost out of sour cream. Got that because I also, well, we need some for the tacos, but I also want to make sometime this week a taco dip. And so I need some sour cream. And got 2 cans of the hot Rotel tomatoes. Glenn likes the hot ones in his salsa. So I'm actually going to make a salsa for him for tonight. And so I just picked up 2 hot ones. We did receive some of the other Rotels, the originals, in friend mail about a month ago or so. I'm not sure how long ago. But he likes to have the hot ones in his salsa. And we use the originals for other foods. Alright, and I did get 1 more thing of cream cheese. And we're just about out of granulated sugar, so I got a 10-pound bag of that. And a 5-pound bag of potatoes. The last time I got potatoes, I got a 10-pound. We have used a good amount of those, but there is still some there. I figured with an additional 5-pound, we should be set for a little bit. All right, so that's all for this part. And let me show you what I got for myself. All right, everyone, so this is what I got for myself. Now, when I did my last Temu haul, I told you I ordered myself a pair of shoes, like tennis shoes and shorts and a shirt, but they haven't yet to ship that order, and my shoes are falling apart. So I needed some shoes right now. So at Walmart, I found these, and again, I was trying to look for budget friendly, and I thought these were so cute with the pink and white on the bottom. I don't like shoes that are all black like my current ones. I like to have some kind of colors that pop out, and I thought, what better color than pink? So I got some of these for myself. And then I already explained about the socks, so I got a 10-pack of socks because I think I have 1 or 2 pair, and that's it. And I like the ankle ones where it doesn't show much part of the, after the ankle, it doesn't really show. And then I did get one pair of shorts. This is like a navy blue. This is like the mesh kind. And I tried on some women's shorts, but I just didn't like the way they fit. They were elastic, but they didn't have a drawstring to tie them. So if they get loose on you, then they're going to fall down. And I didn't like that the pant part of it flared out a lot. I really don't like when shorts flare out a lot like that. So these are men's, but they don't flare out as much. So I just got those. So, all right. So the shorts were like $6.97. These were like $8.97, and these were like $19.99 or something. So trying to find everything on a budget. I haven't been to a thrift store or anything. So, all right. So that is the Walmart haul, and right now I'm gonna get stuff ready to cook the schmelt for lunch. All right, everyone. So we are just gonna do shake and bake style. Got the flour in the freezer bag. Gonna just put the fish in there and fry it up. All right, everyone. So here is the schmelt that I fried up. So they're really crunchy, and you just eat the whole thing. Well, not in one bite, but you just bite it off. So I'm gonna put some on a plate for them. And I actually even tasted one. I didn't think it tasted too bad. But as you know, when we used to go fishing, we actually cooked a lot of our own fish. So yeah, and this year we would like to get back into fishing, so, and possibly camping, because that's BS that we're not fishing or camping. So, all right, this is Glenn's lunch. I'm gonna make myself, you'll see when I make it. All right, everyone, so I have disinfected the entire counter here with all that schmelt. So now I'm going to make my lunch. I did taste have a couple of those schmelt. I do like the crunchiness of it. The bones got a little stuck in my throat, and or a piece of the fish did, but it's whatever. But they don't actually taste too bad. Glenn says they're not like he remembered them, but next time I think we'll dip them in egg batter before we put them in the flour, because the egg is what holds the flour on, and when I put them in the oil, the flour pretty much just came off. And so yeah, so now I'm going to make myself use some of those tostada shells I picked up the other day. I'm going to make myself a couple of bean and cheese with avocado tostadas for lunch. I was going to cut up some lettuce and tomato, but honestly, it's after 3 o'clock now. We have not eaten. Well, Glenn is now eating, but we haven't eaten anything up to this point, and I am starving. So I will just save cutting up the lettuce and tomato for our tacos tonight. But I'm going to warm up half of the can of those Rosarita refried beans that were sent in friend mail, and I'm going to warm up half of that can because I won't use the whole thing right now. And then I cut up in little thingies of avocado, and I'll put some cheese on it. So I'm going to warm up the beans in the microwave in this bowl that was also gifted to me in friend mail, which I absolutely love this bowl. It's probably my favorite bowl. I warm up beans in it, make guacamole in it. So, all right, so I'm going to warm up the beans, and I'll be back with my lunch. All right, everyone, so got my beans here, and they have a pretty good taste to them. I don't know if we've ever had Rosarita, but they have a good taste to them. And they might look like they're super thick, but they actually spread really nice. I'm so hungry. Tostadas actually were my favorite meal when I was growing up, and my mom knew that. So every year on my birthday, well, we had it throughout the year, but on my birthday every year, she made sure she made me some tostadas. So that was my birthday dinner, and I absolutely loved it. So thank you, Mom, in heaven. And we actually, again, we didn't have money for a lot of meat, not even ground beef. Sometimes we did have it, but Our tostadas consisted of beans, no meat, and lettuce, tomato, cheese, and she made like a pico de gallo. She made something like that. I didn't eat it, of course, but my dad and my brother and her did, and my sister. So, all right, I'm so hungry. I've already picked out a video to watch while I'm eating, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw my avocado in there. I did slices, and then I did like a cross grid. I did. Ooh, it's turning brown. That's okay. I'll eat it. I just won't get the other brown. Oh, I got some right there. I just do not like that brown on the guacamole or the avocados. My dad would say, just eat it. That's how my dad was. He didn't care. I'm not, yeah. I haven't moved around my craft room yet, but that dragonfly sure came out really nice with the Mod Podge, glued it right down. Alright, I just like to always have a little bit of salt for my avocado. Alright, now I'm just going to throw some cheese on there. Oops. Get that cheese back on the tostadas. Alright, so there is my lunch. Again, Monday afternoon, Glenn had fried schmelt for lunch. I'm having 2 bean, cheese, and avocado tostadas. All right, so stay tuned for tonight. We're going to have some tacos. Should be good. All right, everyone, so it's almost taco time. So I've got the ground beef, and in the ground beef, I got the green can of El Pato sauce, and I drained my grease over here. This is how I usually drain my grease. I take a piece of tin foil and I bring up all the sides to box it in, and then we have that small colander. I put it in the middle, drain the meat in there, and then usually if I have a dirty paper towel or something, I'll just throw it in there to soak up the grease and let it sit there. It'll get hard, and then I just crumble it up and throw it away. So that's how I drain my ground beef. And we're actually gonna do soft tacos tonight, so I don't think we're gonna bother with the lettuce and tomato. I am going to actually try the yellow corn tortillas, and we still have the white corn, so we'll have some of that. And then we'll probably just do some cheese, maybe some sour cream, but I think I'm going to cut one of my limes and squeeze that juice in there. And when I was at the Mexican store today, I did pick up a small container of rice. Yeah, we never have it with our tacos, so, and I can warm up some refried beans. So yeah, this is our taco stuff, and the salsa came out good. He said it's very hot, so that means it's good. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna finish up here, and I'll be back when we're plated. Alright everyone, so here is my taco plate. I decided just to do the soft yellow corn tortillas to give them a try. I squeezed some lime juice in them on the taco meat and just put some cheese and my rice and beans. So I will let you know how those tortillas are. Alright everyone, so as you can tell, I ate all my food, and just a kind of review on those yellow corn tortillas. I didn't think they were bad at all. They didn't have a distinguished different taste. The texture was a little different than a white corn tortilla, but not too bad if you warm it up enough. So yeah, I thought it was good. The lime really brought out some flavor for me in this soft taco. The only downfall is it made the tortilla a little soggy, but still worked out well. I definitely would eat them again like that, but I think when we have leftovers tomorrow, I kind of like to try a little bit different taco shell, so stay tuned for that tomorrow. But other than that, my taco dinner was delicious. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch it. I appreciate all the support you give my channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.